Long before Jacob took his first breath, his destiny was already written in the heavens. His story began with his mother, Rebekah, the beloved wife of Isaac, son of Abraham. For many years Rebekah remained barren, unable to conceive. But Isaac, a man of deep faith, pleaded with God on behalf of his wife, and the Lord answered his prayers. As soon as Rebekah conceived, she felt something strange within her, an unusual struggle inside her womb, as if a great battle was being fought before birth. Distressed, she sought the Lord, asking why this was happening to her. And God answered, "Two nations are in your womb, and two peoples from within you will be separated. One will be stronger than the other, and the older will serve the younger." Genesis 25 verse 23. This prophecy revealed that the children she carried were not just two boys, but the forefathers of two great nations. However, the younger child would surpass the older, and their rivalry would shape history. When the time came for Rebekah to give birth, she delivered twin boys. The firstborn came out red and covered with thick hair, and they named him Esau. But right behind him, gripping his brother's heel as if refusing to let go, was the second child. They named him Jacob, meaning heel grabber, or supplanter, a name that foreshadowed the struggles and destiny that awaited him. As the twins grew, Esau became a skillful hunter, a man of the field, while Jacob was quiet, preferring to stay among the tents. Their father, Isaac, loved Esau for his hunting skills, but Rebekah favored Jacob. One day Esau came back from hunting, exhausted and starving. Seeing Jacob cooking a pot of lentil stew, he begged for food. But Jacob, ever cunning, seized the opportunity. "First sell me your birthright," Jacob said. In his hunger, Esau saw little value in his birthright, the privileges of the firstborn. Without much thought, he agreed, swearing an oath to give his birthright to Jacob in exchange for a bowl of stew. Years later, when their father, Isaac, was old and nearly blind, the time came for him to bless his firstborn son. But Rebekah, remembering God's prophecy, helped Jacob disguise himself as Esau to receive the blessing. Isaac, deceived, laid his hands on Jacob and pronounced the powerful blessing meant for Esau. "May God give you heaven's dew and earth's richness, an abundance of grain and new wine. Nations will serve you and peoples will bow down to you. Be Lord over your brothers." Genesis 27 verses 28 to 29. When Esau discovered the deception, he was furious and swore to kill Jacob once their father died. Fearing for his life, Jacob fled to his uncle Laban's house, beginning a journey that would shape his destiny. For years, Jacob toiled under Laban, enduring deception and hardship. He married Laban's daughters, Leah and Rachel, and God blessed him with many children. But after many years, God commanded Jacob to return home, despite the fear of facing Esau again. On his way back, Jacob heard that Esau was approaching with 400 men. Fearful, he sent gifts ahead, hoping to pacify his brother. That night, as he camped by the Jabbok River, something extraordinary happened, an event that would change his name and destiny forever. As Jacob was alone, a mysterious man appeared and began wrestling with him. They struggled throughout the night, neither willing to give in. But as dawn approached, the man touched Jacob's hip, dislocating it with a single touch. Even in pain, Jacob refused to let go, clinging tightly. "I will not let you go unless you bless me," he cried. The man then asked, "What is your name?" "Jacob," he replied. Then the man said, "Your name shall no longer be Jacob, but Israel, because you have struggled with God and with men and have prevailed." Genesis 32 verse 28. Jacob had wrestled with God himself, perhaps an angel or even a pre-incarnate appearance of Christ. But more than a physical struggle, it was a spiritual transformation. The deceiver, the supplanter, was now Israel, meaning one who struggles with God, or God prevails. At sunrise, limping from his encounter, Jacob crossed over the river, forever changed. And when he finally met Esau, instead of hostility, his brother embraced him and peace was restored. Jacob, now Israel, became the father of 12 sons who would form the 12 tribes of Israel. His story is one of struggle, faith, and divine transformation, a reminder that God can take anyone no matter their past and shape them into something greater. His wrestling match with God was not just a fight, it was the breaking of his old self, making way for the man God had called him to be. And through him, the nation of Israel was born, fulfilling God's promise to Abraham. Jacob's life teaches us that even in our struggles, if we hold on to God, He will bless us and give us a new identity.